Input device means the process of entering data into the computer. So today I am going to present very important concept called computer memory. And RAM can be classified into SRAM and DRAM. Bits is a smallest unit of data in a computer. So easily you can score 6 marks in this chapter. EDORAM stands for Extended Data Output RAM. Welcome back to my second session of Input, Output and Memory Device. I am Shweta, Computer Science Faculty, Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence, Mysore. In my last session, I have discussed input devices and output devices. What is input device? Input device means the process of entering data into the computer. The process of feed data to the computer are known as input devices. The computer has several input devices. They are keyboard, mouse, barcode reader, and joystick, OMR. OMR stands for Optical Mark Reader, OCR, Optical Character Recognition, MICR, Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. These are the input devices we have studied in my last session. And also I have explained output devices. What is output device? Output device means the process of producing results for the users. It can be in a visual format or printed format. The process of producing results for the users called as output devices. Computer has several output devices. We have studied printer, monitors, speakers and plotters. These are the output devices we have studied in my last session. So today I am going to present very important concept called computer memory. So what is computer memory? A computer memory is just like a human brain. It can store huge amount of data. So computer memory is the storage space in the computer. So what is computer memory? Computer memory is the storage space in a computer. So memory is an essential component of any digital computer. So it can store large amount of data. It is a storing devices that stores programs, data, images, videos, etc. So which is required by the CPU and the results generated after processing. So what is the role of computer memory? It helps to store huge amount of data, and computer memory can be classified into primary memory and secondary memory. So what is primary memory? Primary memory is called as main memory of the computer. So primary memory is called as main memory of the computer. It consists of ROM and RAM. ROM stands for read only memory and RAM stands for random access memory. And RAM can be classified into SRAM and DRAM. SRAM stands for static random access memory and DRAM stands for dynamic random access memory. And ROM can be classified into PROM, programmable read only memory, and EPROM, EPROM, erasable programmable read only memory, and EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable read only memory. So ROM consists of PROM, EPROM and EEPROM. RAM consists of SRAM and DRAM. And computer memory can be classified into primary memory and secondary memory. So what is secondary memory? Secondary memory is called as extra memory of the computer. Secondary memory can be classified into hard disk, floppy disk, magnetic disk, DVD and pen drive, etc. So let us discuss one by one. So computer memory can be classified into primary memory and secondary memory. The storage capacity of a computer is measured in terms of bytes. In primary memory and in secondary memory, we can store the data. The storage capacity of a computer is measured in bytes. The storage capacity of a computer can be measured in bytes. So what is bytes? 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So what is bits? Bits is a smallest unit of data in a computer. Bits means the smallest unit of data. So what is smallest unit? Bit is called as smallest unit of data in a computer. A bit consists of a binary values called zeros and ones. So 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Bits is a smallest unit of a computer. So in storage capacity of a computer is measured in terms of bytes. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Bits means is the smallest unit of a computer. 1 byte includes a total of 8 individual units called bits. Bit is a smallest unit of computer. 1 byte is equal to, we can call it as 8 bits. And 1 bit can store either 0 or 1. Let us understand about unit and symbol. Byte symbol is B. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. And kilobyte symbol is KB. 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 bytes. 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 byte. And megabyte, what is megabyte? Stands for MB. MB stands for megabyte. 1 megabyte is equal to 1024 kilobyte. And gigabyte, GB stands for gigabyte. 1 GB is equal to 1024 MB. And terabyte, symbol is TB. TB stands for terabyte. 1 terabyte is equal to 1024 GB. 1 terabyte is equal to 1024 GB. And petabyte, PB stands for petabyte. 1 petabyte is equal to 1024 terabyte, TB. 1024 TB. And hexabyte, EB stands for exabyte. 1024 petabyte is called as hexabyte. 1 exabyte is equal to 1024 petabyte. And zettabyte, ZB stands for 1024 exabyte. ZB stands for zettabyte. 1 ZB is equal to 1024 hexabyte. And last one we have YB, yottabyte. 1 yottabyte is equal to 1024 zettabyte. So these are the storage capacity of a computer. So storage capacity can be measured in terms of bytes. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Bits means is a digital values called either 0 or 1. So this is called computer memory. Next we will see the types. First one we have primary memory. Already have explained, primary memory means is the main memory of the computer. Is the main memory of the computer. It stores the programs and data. It can store the programs and data which are currently needed by the CPU. Through input devices, you can feed the data to the computer. After that, it will go to the storage unit. After storing the data, it will go to the CPU for processing of data. Then it will go to the output unit for displaying the results. So, primary memory is a main memory of the computer. And primary memory is of two types, that is random access memory and read-only memory. Main memory of the computers, that is random access memory and read-only memory. So first one is RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. Very important question for 3 marks. So explain RAM in detail. A RAM is called as a temporary memory. So it is a volatile memory. RAM chips are also used in computers as well as other devices like mobiles. So RAM helps to store information to the computer and run programs because RAM is the fastest memory in the computer. So RAM is a fastest memory in the computer. So it is a temporary memory. And RAM is volatile in nature. RAM memory is called as volatile memory. RAM is called as volatile memory. Why it is volatile memory? Because any information stored in the RAM chip is lost because the computer is turned off. What are the types of RAM? EDO RAM, that is extended data output RAM, and static RAM and double data rate random access memory. RAM consists of EDO RAM, SRAM and DDR RAM. So what is EDO RAM? EDO RAM stands for Extended Data Output RAM. So what is EDO RAM? EDO RAM is a fastest RAM and it improves the time to read from memory. So it accesses the memory easily. So this is called as EDO RAM. And next we have static RAM. SRAM stands for static RAM. Very important question for 2 marks. SRAM stands for Static Random Access Memory. It's a type of semiconductor memory and SRAM can store data in terms of bits. Bits means already I have explained, it's a binary values called zeros and ones, and data can be stored in a form of bit wise. And next RAM is DDR RAM. DDR stands for Double Data Rate Random Access Memory. And DDR RAM is based on the architecture of SDRAM. SDRAM stands for Synchronous Dynamic Random Access Memory. It is not in your syllabus, but you need to know about all the types of RAM. So there are 3 types of RAM, that is DDR RAM, SRAM and EDO RAM. Very important question for 3 marks. And next is ROM, read only memory. ROM stands for read only memory. ROM is a permanent memory. It is non-volatile memory. RAM is a volatile memory and ROM is a non-volatile memory. It is one of the type of primary memory. How the data is stored in ROM? The information is stored in ROM at the manufacturing time. So it is permanent memory. Once data has been written in ROM, cannot be erased. Once data has been written into ROM chip, it cannot be erased, but you can read it. So in ROM, we can't erase the data. It is non-volatile memory. So ROM is a permanent memory and it is non-volatile in nature. When we switch off the computer, the contents of ROM are not erased, but it remains stored permanently. When we switch off the computer, the contents are not removed. We can't erase the data in ROM. So ROM is non-volatile memory. RAM is volatile memory and ROM is non-volatile memory. So types of ROM: PROM, programmable read-only memory, and EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory, and EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. So first one is PROM. What is PROM? So PROM is one of the important type of read-only memory. So we can store the data only once. So next we have EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory. In EPROM, the information is erased and reprogrammable using PROM programmer. PROM means programmable read-only memory and EPROM means erasable programmable read-only memory. So next we have EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. This is equivalent to EPROM. EPROM means erasable programmable read-only memory. It is almost equivalent to EPROM. For erasing the data, we have to use the ultraviolet light. Here, ultraviolet light required to erase the data. In electrically erasable programmable read-only memory, ultraviolet light required for erasing the data, and it can be erased by exposing it to an electrical charge. Very important concept. explain RAM and ROM. Next we have difference between RAM and ROM. RAM stands for random access memory, ROM stands for read-only memory. RAM allows computer to read data quickly and it helps to reading and writing. And ROM stores the programs to require initially boot the computer, it only allows reading. And RAM is volatile memory because its components are lost when the device is turned off, and it is non-volatile memory. Main types of RAM is static RAM and dynamic RAM, and types of ROM is PROM, EPROM and EEPROM. These are the difference between RAM and ROM. Next we have secondary memory. So what is secondary? Secondary memory is called as extra memory of the computer. Why do we need secondary memory? If your primary memory storage capacity is very small, then we can go for secondary memory. And primary memory cannot hold large amount of data, but secondary memory can hold large amount of data. And it has much larger capacity than main memory. It has large memory than primary memory. And secondary memory consists of hard disk, floppy disk, pen drive, CD, DVD, magnetic disk, optical disk, etc. Let us understand one by one. So what is magnetic disk? Magnetic disks are thin circular plastic plates on which some magnetic material is coated. It is a thin circular plastic plate. It consists of magnetic materials. So it helps to store the data. And magnetic disk comes in various sizes and materials. They are hard disk and floppy disk. What is hard disk? HDD stands for hard disk drive. Hard disk is a secondary storage device. It helps to store large amount of data. So hard disk is most common physical device for storing files in the hard disk, and it performs read and write operation. This is called hard disk drive. And next secondary storage device is floppy disk. You can see the image here. This is floppy disk. Floppy disk is a secondary storage device, and floppy disk it contains single flat piece of circular plate coated with metal oxide and enclosed in plastic cover. You can see the image here. This is metal coated and it is covered in a plastic. And floppy disks are small and portable. We can carry anywhere. And we have so many sizes in floppy disks. So floppy disk is a secondary storage device. It coated with magnetic material. And next is optical disk. What is optical disk? Optical disk is a random access removable disk. It is a random access removable disk. Best example is CD, compact disk. Optical disk is a random access and removable disk on which data is written and read through the use of laser beam. Example is CD-ROM, DVD-ROM and Bluray Disc. In optical disk we have CD-ROM, DVD-ROM and Bluray Disc. So what is CD? CD-ROM stands for compact disk read-only memory. CD-ROM stands for compact disk read-only memory. So CD is a read-only optical storage medium. It is capable of holding up to 682 MB of data. And accessing of data in CD-ROM is bit faster than floppy disk. It is fastest optical disk. Mainly there are two types of CD-ROM, that is CDR and CDRW. CD are called as recordable CD and CDRW is rewritable CD. So this is one example for optical disk. So next is DVD-ROM. What is DVD-ROM? DVD stands for digital versatile disk. DVD is an optical disk, consists of 4.7 GB of storage capacity. It contains 4.7 GB of data storage capacity. DVD can be a single or double sided and it can have two layers of each side. It consists of 2 layers on each side. DVD is called as an optical disc. And there are 2 types of DVD, that is DVD-R and DVD-RW. There are 2 types of DVD, that is DVD recordable and DVD rewritable. So this is one of the type of optical disc. And last one we have Bluray disc. What is Bluray disc? Bluray disc referred as BD. BD stands for Bluray disc. It is a high storage capacity and it can store up to 25 GB to 50 GB capacity to store HD movies. The name Blu-ray is derived from blue-violet color laser. Blu-ray is derived from blue-violet color and used to read data stored on disk. The word Blu-ray has derived from violet color laser. It can help to store large amount of data for storing HD movies. And last one we have portable storage capacity. So what is the meaning of portable? So we can carry anywhere. Portable storage device called as PSD. PSD is a portable storage device, is a small hard drive designed to hold any kind of digital data. So it can store any kind of digital data. So portable storage device is slightly different from portable media player which stores to place music and movies. So this is called portable storage device. So these are the optical storage device we have studied. So we have studied primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is consists of RAM and ROM and secondary memory is consists of hard disk, floppy disk, optical disk. With this we have end of this chapter. So easily you can score 6 marks in this chapter. In my next session I will come with a new chapter called data representation. Thank you.